Happy Thanksgiving this year, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain, and we're looking at one of the best Thanksgiving brews around. This is Clown Shoes Pecan Pie Porter. This is the 2017 release. Now, some people say pecan, others say pecan. I say this. If you want to eat a pecan, I'd love to see that happen. You want to put pecans in a pie? Good luck. Think about it. It makes sense. It's pecan. Damn it. Alright, Pecan Pie Porter 2017. This is a pretty damn good beer. Now we've got Ghengis Pecan on the cover here, and he looks like he's been blinded. He's got bandages around his eyes. There's some wild turkeys surrounding him in a stream. And of course he's log rolling on a barrel with them clown shoes. Always got to have the clown shoes on the label. So let's read the description, because this is a Clown Shoes beer, and the story is always pretty damn good. The sun begins to set in Mongolia. Ghengis Pecan leads a group of wild turkeys with blindfolded juggling skills as he maneuvers atop a barrel floating down a river. That describes the label I saw. Why? Who knows? I guess we're not getting an answer. But he's not smuggling hobbits. And this year's version of Pecan Pie Porter might be the most impressive yet. At 9% ABV and aged 100% in bourbon barrels. Now see, I seem to remember that the original Pecan Pie Porter was not aged in anything. And then they had Ghengis Pecan, which was the bourbon barrel aged version of the Pecan Pie Porter. Now it seems that Pecan Pie Porter is always getting aged in bourbon barrels. I could be wrong. Correct me down below in the comments, the email link, if I am incorrect. I want to know about it, but I seem to remember that being the case. Although my memory is a little bit fuzzy at this point this evening. So let's see what the 2017 release of Clown Shoes Pecan Pie Porter tastes like. That is a dark and rich porter for sure. Damn, that looks thick pouring out, that's for sure. I gotta stop saying that's for sure because I'm repeating myself and it sounds stupid. That is dark and rich and heavy looking. There is barely any light coming through that. I mean, that's a porter that looks like a stout, and the head almost looks like a stout. It's still got some brown to it. It's not quite gray, but I've seen some brown stouts. That is a glass even feels heavy. Part of that's just me looking at this thing and looking at how heavy and dark it looks and imagining how much it must feel dark and heavy. Roasty and nutty. With a hint of woodiness. Ooh, that's good. That's, honestly, it's got some character of an imperial. Nine 9% ABV. The heavy ABV is carrying through with a boozy flavor, but it's mostly in the finish. Up front, I'm getting a lot of nuttiness. A lot of nuttiness from the pecan, followed by really roasty, toasted notes from the malt and the bourbon barrel. There's a bit of a bourbon character right before that weird high ABV booziness kicks in the finish. The high ABV booziness is something that turns me off in most beers, and it's pretty overt in this one, but it's mostly in the finish. Up front, it's very rich, and delicious. It's got a medium heavy mouthfeel. It's not quite a heavy mouthfeel. Very roasty, very toasted, and then very bourbony, but followed up by that high ABV booziness. I used to call it a type of sourness, but for me, it's just developed this boozy character. And if you've tasted a high ABV beer, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, grab anything that has the word imperial in the title, and you'll get that booziness to it. But it's just a bit in the finish. It's mostly roasty, nutty. Not getting a specific pecan flavor or any sweetness like a pecan pie, but definitely nutty and roasty. I'm definitely getting that bourbon character from the bourbon barrels, so I really like that. Got to hit this with a 4 out of 5. It's not quite blowing me away, and that little bit of booziness is just a bit of ick in the finish that's not completely impressing me, but not completely impressing me, but overall I'm very impressed by it. I'm just not at 100% perfection in terms of my taste for this beer. So 4 out of 5. Very good release this year for the Pecan Pie Porter from Clown Shoes. Looking forward to next year's release. But that's just what I have to say about it. Hit me up down in the comments and the email link down below. If you've had this beer, let me know what you think of it. While you're down there, make sure to like and share the video. And subscribe to my channel so you get a notification every time I post a new video. Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving, and cheers.